Gibbs looks happy.
All right, here we go. Salute to Knicks Nation on this Friday night. A Friday night Knicks edition of KnicksFanTV post-game live presented by BetUS Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of KnicksFanTV. Knicks would head into Orlando after a letdown night against the OKC Thunder. Looking like more of the same against the Orlando Magic, man. Coming out with a ton of turnovers, bringing their New York brick ways to Orlando, and just really having a lackluster first half, man. It was brutal. A terrible second quarter in which the Knicks scored 15 points, and they found themselves down by as much as 20 points in this game, man. But they would make a spirited comeback between late in the third quarter and into the fourth. But in the end, man, timely buckets and some no calls by the refs got the Orlando Magic the victory. Knicks lose back-to-back, 2 in a row, 117 and 108. Let's talk about it, man. Tell us why you mad. Call us up, 657-383-1509, or you can hit us up on the KFTV Discord. CBA franchise, Alex Chataros on the ones and twos. I'm tight, Al. I'm tight tonight.
Why? Why are you upset, CP? Tell me why you're upset.
I mean, so much things, man. But let's take it from the top. This was a tough matchup to begin with. A scrappy, athletic, upstart Orlando team. A team who likes to get it out the mud, should we say. They're not a great shooting team. They like to get a lot of theirs in the paint. And this is a Knicks team that struggles in that regard. I just thought the matchups were tough all the way around. They made it tough for Jalen Brunson tonight. Brunson really starting out the gates, struggling between Anthony Black guarding him, Jalen Suggs all over him, fouling him all over the place. Give credit. Orlando really made it a tough night for him. Julius had it going fairly consistently throughout this game, which was a good sign for Julius. 30 points for Julius, 38 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists there. But, like I said, a lot of this team's woes just reared its ugly head throughout this game from the turnovers that carried over in the OKC game. The Knicks in this game did 16 turnovers. The fast break defense, the transition defense, once again, hurting the Knicks. Magic with 19 fast break points tonight. And so all the way around, it was just tough. I mean, this team shot 20% from three tonight. 6 of 30 from downtown for the Knicks. And so it was brutal. It was brutal. It was a brutal second quarter. It was brutal for 10 minutes of the third when you had the same lineup out there for most of it. And this is where another piece of my frustration lies, in that, quickly has been a hot topic for a while, whether it's the contract situation, the playing time situation. You have no spark. RJ's giving you nothing again. Bricking all over the place, taking terrible shots. Franz is cooking them. He's giving you nothing. Why wait so long to get the spark from Quickly, from Hart? You got to match their dogs tonight. You know what I'm saying? You got to match that energy. You got to get your dogs out there and try to find ways. You can't hit from outside, right? They're making it tough for you on the inside. They're a very formidable team in terms of protecting the paint. They're number 7 in the league in rim protection. So it's going to be tough. So, again, this is a game where you have to try to scrap and claw to get your points. And so, Quickly, Hart, those are the two guys that I'm looking for. And you wait until 3 minutes left in the third to make the change. And here they go. They get on a run. Julius starts cooking late in the third. Quickly starts to go again. And you take it into the fourth. But, a lot of people want to blame the refs, especially down the stretch. Brunson got slammed. He got hammered all over the place. I get it. But I also don't like that we're waiting so late to try to turn things around in these games. Why not start earlier with the comeback, then make it a cardiac affair in the fourth? Frustrating.
Hey, right there with you. I mean, it didn't make sense why he took Quickly out in the second quarter. I thought Quickly deserved a bulk of the minutes tonight, especially how he started. He knocked down, if not most, if not all of his shots in the second quarter. And then you're like, hey, let me pull this guy out and put another guy who's struggling back in again. And I'm just like, it doesn't make any sense, man. This is where you talk about template coaching for Tom Thibodeau because hey, you have to be able to adjust on the fly where you have to notice that guys are either in rhythm or guys are not. And when you don't understand how to keep the momentum of the team going as the game unfolds, this is the question that you're going to have for a coach when it comes to the playoffs. And this is rearing its ugly head yet again, man, where you start looking when against that Miami Heat series, man. And you're like, wait, why are we having all these guys who can't shoot threes on the court? Why are we shrinking the court for our best player on the floor? It makes no sense. And this is the type of stuff that you see from Tom Thibodeau that's just a head scratcher. But at the end of the day, like you also can't just put it on the head coach. You got to put it on the players because they played one of the worst second quarters of history from this team,
Brutal.
CP. I thought I was watching these guys play for like peach baskets and no shot clock.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like in that second quarter, man. It was gross. No one could hit the broadside of a barnyard. It was just terrible basketball all around. So they have to play catch up the entire second half. And they really found their groove once the end of the third, fourth quarter started coming along. But then you're talking about it's too late because this Orlando Magic team, as you talked about it, they're gritty. This is essentially what the Knicks were last season, man. They're not a good 3-point shooting team, but when you talk about points off of turnovers, they're top 5 in the league in doing that. When you talk about second chance points, top 5 in doing that. When you talk about points in the paint, top 5 team at doing that. Sound familiar? It sounds like the New York Knicks type of recipe for success. And when you have to play against a team that does exactly that, you have to come correct for a team that's going to be an aggressor and be ready to fight. I mean, these guys just started off slow. You saw that from the jump. So if you're not going to come out correct against this team, this is why they're so gritty. And I already had I said I noted that this loss, like it's frustrating because the Knicks shot themselves in the foot in this game, but I also didn't like the officiating because I don't like the consistency in calls because it makes for an ugly product. It makes for an ugly game. And so when you have all these players like, hey, why are you calling on this end and not this end? And it goes back and forth. And yeah, you got the Magic going to the free throw line more than the Knicks. It just doesn't it doesn't sit right with me, man, where I'm like, how are you making that call against the Knicks, but yet you're not seeing that Suggs is pulling on Brunson's jersey? How are you not seeing that Suggs is clotheslining him like as he's driving to the basket, but yet on the other side you see Randall give a little contact, right? As Paulo's driving, you're like, that's an easy foul. And look, and it is a foul. I'm not taking that away from it, but where's the consistency on the other side? There's just so many things wrong with this game. It's mostly lives on the Knicks' hands, man, because they have to come out ready to play.
Well, it was that inconsistency in calls that led Julius to almost having a breakdown in the end because he was so damn frustrated. He starts throwing guys all over the place. And that was also a product of having to put Julius at the 5. You know, Hartenstein was ineffective.
Yep.
Yeah, you had Taj out there. Tibbs tried to go small, try to go with Julius at the 5. You know, they try to go at Julius, especially as soon as they made that move. They put him in some two-man actions between Franz and Mo, the Wagner brothers. You had a tough sequence when Mo Wagner crossed them up and then finished over RJ. That was kind of embarrassing. That was kind of a bad look. So, again, there's holes everywhere in the ship, man, between the shooting, the defense, not having a reliable center, defensive center, not having reliable wing defense. It's a brutal night, man. And the coaching rotations, head scratches, man.
The only thing I'll say from this, CP, as it continues, and you saw even Dante struggle tonight as well, as he had 4 fouls, but it's going to come down to this guard rotation being murky, man, because there's some guys who are deserving of more minutes, more so than other players, and you just see this rotation that's just very questionable, man. Like, I even get that RJ was playing well in the second half, but part of me was like, we need to really shoot and get back into this game. RJ's not shooting the 3-ball well. Grimes knocks down a sidestep 3 after Randall finds him from the post, and I'm like, shouldn't we get another good defender out there, another 3-point shooter out there? That's like what I'm questioning, because you can't have, to me, if you're going to go small ball and you're gonna have Randall playing the 5. Why not open the 4 even more with having Brunson who could shoot threes quickly, obviously, and then you put Grimes out there because Josh Hart, not the best 3-point shooter, and you have him and RJ out on the floor. I'm like, it's too redundant, man. Even
Yeah.
even I would be like, why am I going to guard RJ or Hart at the 3-point line? I'd rather just pack the paint.
It's one or the other. One of the things, though, like with Hart, like, yeah, even though he's not going to shoot it, like, you got to get boards. You got to get boards.
He's fine. I'm not against Hart being out there.
Especially if you're going to go smaller, if you're going to go Julius with the 5, you have to play Hart at the 4 because you need boards.
I have no gripe with Josh playing the 4. It's more so RJ being out there because I need another shooter, man. And his defense just throughout this game, it was just waning. It was like, all right, that's good, that's bad, that's good, that's bad, that's good, that's bad. It's like I need a little bit more consistency, man. Yeah. And after Grimes knocked down the 3, I'm like, can we put him out there and see what happens? Like, just open up the floor a little bit more. Maybe, just maybe, CP, you add another shooter out there, then it's easier for Brunson to go attack the lane instead of getting blocked when he starts barreling down the middle.
Yeah.
Or same thing for Julius Randle. Like, he's going through a lot of contact. Maybe open it up with another shooter. That's the way I'm looking at it as.
I thought the defense on Brunson was great. I thought the defense on Brunson was great tonight.
Anthony Black is really good, man.
Anthony Black made it very tough for him. The help defense, committing to him on his drives is very formidable, and they got physical, man. They scrapped, and even though the Knicks didn't get those calls down the stretch, it's a physical Orlando team, man. They really punched the Knicks in the mouth down the stretch, and between the lack of calls, I mean, how many shots in the fourth that quickly just rim in and out? At least 3 or 4.
Oh God.
At least 3 or 4, man.
Momentum killers.
Momentum killers. And even to the point where this team had a chance to cut it to 6 with about. I'm going back to the play where Brunson, where he gets it blocked, I believe. That was 6. They had a chance to cut it. No, they had a chance to cut it to 4. 3 minutes 20 left. You had Goga Bitadze block the Brunson 3-point shot. They get the rebound, come back the other way, and you had the Bitadze dunk. Great job by Brunson here because I was watching Brunson. When Bitadze got the block, he started chirping at Brunson. They going back and forth in the backcourt. And so I knew Brunson was going to set him up. I knew he was going to bait him into a foul. And so Bitadze yams it. He gets overhyped because he was hyped on the other end after the block. Brunson gets into his lane, and Bitadze did lower the shoulder on him. He did lower the shoulder on him. And so it was a great call by the ref, but I thought it was a great sell by Brunson, just anticipating that and understanding the emotions of the game. But, it was just, there were so many moments down that stretch in the final 3 minutes where they had a chance to close it, but either the Magic's defense and the Knicks not getting the call, or the Knicks just not being able to get that stop, man, and putting the Magic to the free throw line. They couldn't close the gap.
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, it comes down to who got up and ready for this game, and it was the Magic. Knicks weren't ready they had their moment, but this is why this Magic team is legit, man. They play solid defense. They got the wingspan. They got the height to defend multiple positions. And then you just start to see the talent in Franz Wagner and Paolo Banchero. You got to tip the cap to them for the ability to just play a physical brand of basketball with being one of the worst 3-point shooting teams in the league. All right? Like, keep that in mind. Like, that second quarter, like, as bad as the Knicks shot, the Magic shot just as bad because they could not knock down an open 3.
Yeah.
Okay? This game could have been completely out of hand in the second quarter for how bad the Knicks shot. But thankfully, Magic were also missing their shots, and that's why it was a closer game than it was.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. But I think again where the Magic had that edge and was able to open up was, number one, having their defense lead to more offense, which they were able to do, and then number two, just getting those points in the paint, man, where the Knicks are very vulnerable. And so I think that's how the Magic were able to overcome their lack of shooting.
Are you worried? How worried are you about the center position after tonight?
It was always a worry, man, when Mitch went down.
No. I mean, like is the urgency even getting
Yeah.
higher to go trade for a center at this point?
Yeah, but it's like who he's gonna get. I mean, I even heard Knicks fans like being delusional about trying to get this guy Goga. Like the Magic would would even entertain helping the Knicks. This guy's a staple in their lineup right now. I mean, you look at the plus minus numbers or the net rating numbers with him in their lineups. They'd be fools to give this guy away. I mean, teams are not just gonna give up their fives like that, man. Ain't too many good ones out there. You know. I don't see where help is on the way in the middle of the season.
H.J. Smith says, CP, would you look into Kevon Looney?
You think the Dubs would trade for him? Of course I would. You know?
No, I don't think the Dubs would trade him at all. They need him.
I don't think that they need him. They need him more worse than the Knicks. They need him more than the Knicks. You know, I don't see it. You know, Chicago, the Drummond help is helping them. He's helping them.
Yeah, Drummond's raising that trade value. That's what he's doing.
Unless you're gonna go into the G League and try to get a guy, you know, Moses Brown or something like that, wherever he's at. Ah, here we go again. Bowl, Dolpho D. The Bowl hive will never go quietly into the night.
Come on, man. That's the original Chet. That's the original Wemby.
They need help. Hartenstein got beat up out there tonight, too.
It's Taj just, man.
Yeah.
Woo.
I like that. I like how he scrapped. He doing his best.
Yeah, man. But like,
hey, listen, Mo Wagner. That's a tough guy, man. You know, he's a young.
I love Taj,
man.
There's nothing against him, but you know, you're starting to see the limitations.
Yeah. Brightest future. Oh, absolutely. Brightest future was at the game. Salute to Brightest future. Get home safe. He was at the game tonight. Salute to all the KFTV Road Warriors that were in the building representing. Tough night, man. It's for a frustrating loss. And then, you know, these guys really took it to the Knicks in crunch time and really let them have it. And they let them know about it from Suggs to Wagner to Botaze. They were really rubbing it in, man. So I hope the Knicks.
They'd even have Wendell Carter's still not playing, which
still not playing.
I'm curious to see what they look like when he's back.
Yeah, still not playing.
Man.
They said Tibbs is animated in postgame. All right, let's see if we can catch the postgame. Al, see if you can find that. See if you can find the.
All right.
Okay, Tyler dropped it. All right, let's see it. Let's get this reaction from Tibbs. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. We'll get to your calls in a second. We'll get to your super chats in a second. Let's hear what Tibbs had to say here. And let's react to it, because it looks like this one's going to come with a fine. But Tibbs got a lot of bread. He can pay for it. All right, let's see. Hang on. Salute to everybody in the chat. Okay. Let me pull up Tibbs's comments here. All right, here's Tibbs. Here we go.
12 times, but look, I am so, like, you know, what this guy's going through is ridiculous. He's getting hammered time after time, and I'm just getting sick and tired of it. So it's like I watch it, I send it in, I see it all, and they're fouls. It's plain and simple. They're fouls, and there's no other way to say it except they're fouls. They're fouls. No one drives the ball more to the rim than this guy does. And if you rake across his arm, you rake across his arm. And if you hit him in the head, you hit him in the head. Those are fouls.
Yeah.
Those are fouls. Sick and tired of it.
Let's go, Tibbs.
Sick and tired of it.
All right, I like that. Let's go, Tibbs. Get that fire in your belly, damn it. I like that. Put the league on notice. Tell them if you don't get them calls next time, the league is fixed. The whole thing is rigged. I like that. I'm not a guy that blames it on the refs. So I'll be completely honest with you. I didn't think they should have never let it get to that point. However, you got to deal with it. Refereeing is subjective. You got to deal with it. Some nights it's going to go your way, some nights it's not. But I still rock with Tibbs for fighting for it. You put the league on notice. You put the referees on notice. You cop some pleas for your guy. You got to politic a little bit. He'll pay the fine. I like that.
Hey, look, I hear you on it's not I don't really look at the refs as to why a team wins or loses, but tonight, man, like it was pretty lopsided in the fourth quarter. It was just gross. And I think Tibbs is right. Like I'm watching drive after drive. I mean, you even like I said, you see the one where Jalen Suggs just swipes across Brunson's head, man. I'm like, that's not like
That
what
was a
does he
clear
have to
foul.
do, man?
That was a clear foul.
Dude's on the floor after every play. Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing over here?
Yeah. That was a clear foul. Absolutely. I was tight about that one.
And because like they're giving the soft stuff on the other side to the Orlando Magic. That's the other thing. It's like,
Yeah.
can you call? That's what I'm saying, man. Call it an even game. If you want if you want it to be a physical game, let it be a physical game.
Yeah.
If you wanted to make it ticky tacky, call it ticky tacky. At least be consistent with your calls. But hey, man, this is not just a tonight thing. This is just a league wide thing where the refs are just so inconsistent, and it's pathetic at this point.
No question about it, man. Let's load up some people on the Discord. I see Dave G coming through. Dave, hang tight. Let's go to K on the Discord. K on the Discord. Go ahead and unmute your mic. K, going once. Don't see the whole name. Just says K on the Discord. All right, well, mute them. And let's go back to Dave. Dave, go ahead and unmute your mic.
What's going on, guys? You hear me?
Yep, loud and clear. How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. That was a frustrating loss for sure.
Big time.
They shouldn't play the whole effort to start the game, man. Like it just, especially defensively, it just wasn't a whole lot of effort there.
Right.
RJ was not there again in the first half. Played well in the second half. I'll give him that, especially the fourth quarter. If he plays like that all the time, then we're solid. He's not. We all know he's not gonna. But I'm just here to say IQ's got to get more minutes, man. I was watching the clock in the third quarter, and we're like
3 minutes. He comes in with 3 minutes in the third.
And I was like, wait, does that say 6 minutes left in the third quarter and IQ still hasn't played?
Yeah.
Dante DiVincenzo out there with his stupid body language, man. Like he's just flopping his arms. He's playing like crap. And he's still in the game. IQ was crushing it. Julius and IQ were the two best players on the court tonight. For us, at least. For us. Like, obviously, they were the two best players for us. And he's 3 minutes left. I was like, all right, cool. Tibbs is going to have to play in the whole rest of the game, I guess. I guess that's the plan.
That's
it was too little too late, Tibbs.
It was too little too late, man. You leave yourself with no room for error with these fourth quarter cardiac comeback attempts. It's too little too late, man. Get him in the third.
Hit a three.
The starters came out in the third with no rhythm, no flow once again, and no spark. Get your igniters in there. Yep. And that's why the thing with that's why somebody in the chat once said bring in Hart. He said, "Oh well, Hart wasn't shooting well." Well, Hart can be an igniter. He can go get that rebound, run the break, finish in transition, and get a foul. You know what I mean? You need that type of spark.
Yep. And it's what RJ's not giving you. I get it. Josh Hart's undersized, which we knew that going into the season that we were not big enough, especially at the wing and the guard. We were not big enough. We knew that. That's a roster problem. You're not going to fix that right now unless you make trades. I don't know what the trades are out there that they're looking at. The trade market's getting started. Like the trade deadline's February 8th. We know that's going to get kicked off. But right now, what you have is a dynamite player and Emmanuel Quickly not getting enough minutes. Like, I don't know what Tibbs is doing, but he and Randall, when they're out there together, are killing it, man. Yeah. And they were the only ones playing with the most effort, and they just Quickly didn't get enough minutes. I think if he gets more minutes, I think we have a better chance tonight. It's a frustrating loss. Tomorrow in Indianapolis is going to be tough on the back-to-back, especially after a physical night like this.
Yep.
Brunson was getting beat up. He's getting assaulted out there. But we miss Mitch. IQ's got to get more minutes. We'll see what happens at the trade deadline. The roster, Leon Rose has to make some moves on this roster. But, it's always let's go Knicks. Number one show for the fans by the fans. Get
Absolutely.
the thumbs up.
Big Dave, salute, man. It's Dave on the Discord, Al. What's your thoughts on Dave's comments, man?
I think he's got a lot of points, man. Quickly definitely deserves more minutes. And I know that people are like, well, he didn't do much in the fourth quarter. But you're now asking the guy to come back in after not playing essentially an entire quarter. You know what I mean? Like he's not he comes in at the end of the third quarter, but when he checked out in the second, he's essentially missed plus halftime an entire quarter's worth of minutes. So you're not asking the guy to come back in cold to now get going again, and that's where you're starting to see his shots go in and out of the cup because he can't stay.
He
How
had
do you
at
stay in
least
rhythm
at
like that?
least 3 of those went in and out, man. I was like, damn, it's crazy.
Yeah. And like, but how you expect any player to stay in a rhythm, man? And that's just kind of how IQ's game goes too. Like he can get into rhythm and get out of a rhythm quickly. And
Yeah.
if you're a coach like Tom Thibodeau, you have to understand how each player works, right? It's more than just like, all right, they have to have their role. This is their designated time they come in, and when they get to work, it's also feeling, do they have it tonight? Do they not? Like that's kind of the thing like with RJ in the OKC game. It's like quickly legitimately had it going. Your excuse was bogus to say you needed more wingspan on the court while RJ struggled. Look, man, you could look at OKC and say, hey, they have really good players, right? Jalen Williams playing the four. He's guarding,
Yeah.
between Dort and him, they're guarding Randall, but they made it work and they figured it out. You got to do
Yeah.
the same thing with the man quickly when he's on. You just got to say, hey, let's figure it out if he's going. If it's Dante, figure it out. Keep Dante in there. Keep it rolling. And that goes for any other player on the Knicks. Like we know what Brunson and Randall are. They're going to be in there. They're going to get bulk of the minutes just because those are your top two guys on this team. But for everybody else out there, Tom Thibodeau's got to be better at just feeling the game out. And I feel like he's not feeling the game more so than just saying, this is how it should be. And let's just keep going that way.
So to everybody, in the chat once again, man, hit that thumbs up button for your boy CP and Alex on the ones and twos. Call us up on the Discord. Phone lines are down. Call us up on the Discord and let us know why you mad, man. Call us up and we'll get you guys in. Let me salute some super chats. Salute to Shamik Boy, $10 super chat says Mitch's presence is definitely missed. Brickhouse Barrett needs to be better, and can someone teach the old guy in the room how to use the Discord? We got to do a Discord tutorial, man. We're gonna set that up. Probably after the new year, we'll do a Discord tutorial and get everybody set up, because soon enough we're going to shut the phones down completely and go straight to the Discord. But it will be well worth the experience, and once you learn how to use it, it's very, very easy to use. Angelo, $10 super chat says, CP, salute to you in the channel. Just need to know, is this more of players not buying into the defense or Tibbs needs to go? I'm just not seeing that top 5 defense from last season. Look, Mitch has a lot to do with that, man. Mitch has a lot to do with that. You look around, and your best players are not good defenders. They're not good defenders. That's just it. They have no wing defenders. They don't have enough big men. They don't have a backup four. They're very small, so they're vulnerable in a lot of instances. They don't have a lot of athleticism.
You put your best perimeter defender on the bench for Dante.
It's a trade-off. It's a trade-off. So I don't see this team ever becoming that a real top 5 defense. They don't have the piece. They don't have the personnel. YO Ed, $10 super chat says Knicks look like a tired team. All these road trips are catching up. RJ needs to get it together and become a reliable number 3 option because Brunson and Randall need help. I think that's the part of it, Al. What do you think about that, man? Is it the road games? Is it the road games, man?
I think that definitely, like, look, it's never just one thing that is truly the isolated problem. I think when you look at like how they've had to travel this entire month, I mean, they just went from, where were they? They were just in OKC. Now you're going down to Orlando. Now you're gonna go out to Indiana. Prior to that, you were finally home to play the Bucks. You start off the month going to what, Milwaukee, then Boston. So like you've been on the road this entire time. You had to do a West Coast trip too. Like it's a lot of traveling for the Knicks. I'm sure that just like they're human. That plays a wear and tear on their bodies as well. That's a legitimate factor. But at the end of the day, like you got to figure out how you're going to compete. Like other teams got to adapt as well. So as much as that is a factor, you got to figure out how to adapt and keep the train rolling, because the schedule's not going to be any better to you. You got to figure it out.
You got to figure it out, man. So to everybody in the chat once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. So hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. And when we say share our videos on your Twitter feed. Share it on your Facebook feed. Let your grandma know. The number 1 show for the fans by the fans is on and popping. Just a couple angry Knicks fans right now. Knicks lose a second in a row, 117-108 to the Orlando Magic. And yeah, that's it, man. I'm ready for revenge, man. Hopefully, this Knicks team puts this one on the bulletin board and remembers when this team comes back to the Garden. Got to remember that. Definitely got to remember that. All right, Kay, let's try Kay again on the Discord. Kay, go ahead and unmute your mic. Kay, go ahead and
Can you
unmute
guys hear
your
me?
mic. Yeah, loud and clear. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
It's Jay from Jersey.
SJ from Jersey. Let's go ahead.
Jay from Jersey.
Oh, Jay from Jersey. What's good, man?
Uh,
How you feeling?
yeah. I mean, I'm frustrated like you guys. I think that my biggest issue with the team right now is sort of the roster construction.
Yeah.
Going into the offseason, right, we knew we needed to upgrade at the wing, right? And there wasn't really one available. So we went out and got Dante. We got more shooting. But my problem is, did the front office not expect there to be problems with the guard rotation? Like, they should have seen this coming from the first place, because now, like, what you could have done is in the offseason, you could have looked to explore trading quickly when he probably has a little bit more value, if you don't see him being part of the long-term solution. Because I don't think he's part of the long-term solution here. He's never going to start for this team. I don't see any path for him being a starter here. And a team like Orlando is going to pay him a lot of money. I mean, he would be a perfect fit for like the Magic to start for that. So I just feel like this is more so on the front office, because Tibbs can't really help himself. Like, Tibbs is who he is. He's not going to change. He's stubborn with what he believes in. And that's my second issue is, can he adjust when it really matters? Because I feel like he's too slow to adjust within the game. And I saw the same problems last year in the playoffs, right? I thought Eric Spoelstra was way better at making adjustments. And like, he keeps pointing out net rating. But when you look at the lineups, if you take out RJ Barrett and you put Emmanuel Quickly in, I believe that lineup is actually better both offensively and defensively.
Yeah.
So his argument that, oh, I'm using RJ for length, it doesn't really apply when you look at the numbers. And last thing I'm going to say is, as far as RJ goes, this is the problem that as an organization we've run into, right? All of our top talent was acquired externally. Jalen Brunson was a free agent signing. Julius Randle was a free agent signing, right? We don't have a homegrown star player. You look at Boston. They drafted Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
Yep.
Yeah. You look at Philly. They drafted Joel Embiid. You look at the Nuggets. They drafted Jokic. Yep. The Lakers are an anomaly because they got LeBron and AD.
Yeah.
So, like, this is where it's I'm trying to see, like, where are we actually improving? Because it's like we haven't drafted anybody in the last 2 years, so we're not accumulating talent that way. And internally speaking, like, no one's really gotten that much better. Like, RJ to me has gotten worse maybe from last year, and Quickly to me is not being maximized. So, like, how are we going to get this team to a contender? You're basically praying for a top-tier superstar to become available, which we don't know who that's going to be or when that's going to be.
Yeah.
And even then, you just don't know, like, how many assets you're going to have to give up, how you're going to complement that team.
Or
so, like, that's where my
if you can even get
lies.
them. Or if you could even get them. Because you're going to have teams to compete with.
Look at OKC.
Look at
OKC is
Look at the
farther
Magic.
along. Exactly. OKC is farther along than us. And they've got like 20 picks. So theoretically speaking, OKC could put if OKC wanted Donovan Mitchell, they could put together a better package than the Knicks. Right? So that's where, like, it gets iffy in my opinion. Like, we don't want to become stagnant as a team.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna end my call there. But yeah, I mean,
agree.
I'm just frustrated, but
yeah,
hopefully they can get it together, because right now we're a playing team, by the way. Right now, like, Miami is ahead of us. Orlando is not going anywhere. And the Cavs are gonna be, we're gonna be in a dogfight with them. So hopefully they can figure it out.
Hey, I think that was a 5-star call, man. Jay from Jersey back again. This guy consistently brings the heat to KnicksFanTV, man, and the Discord. The Jay from Jersey, every time he calls in, he's got 5-star calls, man. He's putting a lot of pressure on you guys in the chat. Some of you guys are just keyboard warriors in the chat. My guy, Jay from Jersey, puts it down in the Discord. It's a good call, Al. I thought that was a very good call. There's no guarantees to this thing.
There isn't. What part of that call stood out to you the most?
In terms of where the roster is right now, the Quickly situation with the threat of losing him, not maximizing him correctly. The homegrown talent situation. We don't have a homegrown star. And so now the challenge becomes the next upgrade most likely has to come from the outside. You hope that it is from within. But the two candidates to do that is RJ and Quickly. Yeah, and one guy hasn't met the challenge, and the other guy, you don't even know if he's going to be here next year. And right now, he has no other spot solidified other than a bench role. Now, does he go to Orlando? I don't see it, man. It looks like Orlando. If you're watching Orlando, it looks like they're carving out roles for all their guards. From Black to Suggs to Cole Anthony coming off the bench. I mean, it seems like they're okay right now. I don't see them throwing a bag at Quick. Does San Antonio do so?
On the way.
They still got Fultz on the way. Does San Antonio do so?
That's more likely, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The Sohan experiment is a little lackluster over there.
Yeah.
But I agree with the Quickly point wholeheartedly. And that's why I was upset when he didn't get the extension. I'm like, you drafted this guy. He has exceeded your expectations because he came out as a gunner. He's improved defensively.
Yeah.
He's improved offensively. Second in Sixth Man of the Year, like voting last year. And I get that he had a rough playoff performance, but still, you drafted him. You should want to invest in him. But as of right now, it's looking like the Knicks made the wrong choice in the signing with regards to between Quickly and RJ, because Quickly has stepped up, and RJ, even for what he did in the playoffs last year, like, he has to get through the regular season to go there. It's one thing to show up in the playoffs, but you got to be consistent to get there as well. And it's hard to keep going back and forth, just this waning of like good night, bad night, good night, bad. Like, it's not even in the middle at this point.
Yeah.
Like, I would be at this point for RJ, I'd be more happy if he scored like 10 points, shot like 5 of 10 from the field. You know what I mean? And got you more assists and rebounds than anything else. Rather than let me go get 20 attempts, maybe go 6 of 9 or 6 of 20 for that. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's tough, man. It's really tough right now. And the fact that you could potentially lose Quickly this upcoming offseason, that's even scarier, because as an organization, how are you going to lose a player? And you hear, man, when we talk to guests, whether it's for Game of the Week, whether it's on the NBA report, and you hear how people speak about Quickly, they see how good of a player he is. And if fans are seeing that, analysts are seeing that, front offices are seeing that too. And they're going to be keying in, circling the New York Knicks, saying what's going to happen with Quickly when it comes to restricted free agency.
So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. If you guys are new in the chat, leave us a hashtag new. We'll shout you guys out. Knicks, frustrating night, man. Frustrating night at the office for the Knicks. 117-108. They lose to the Orlando Magic. All right, let me get to the super chats. See what the people got to say here. Salute to the Rhyme Animal Chuck D. Al, $10 super chats. This is January, February, dog days until the All-Star break. It's going to be up and down. We must stay motivated and start earlier like we wanted. OKC, Orlando, etc. no longer will beat themselves. Stay dogs, hopefully healthy and together. And now they head to Indiana for a track meet with Halliburton. And is Obi starting? Is he playing? What's going on there, man? I'm hearing conflicting reports. What's going on with Obi now?
He's on the bench, man. He's on the bench. Okay.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see if he. I'm sure Carlisle will get him out and bust him out the gates.
You already know what's going to happen tomorrow. All right.
Yeah.
It's going to be like, all right, Obi, this is your revenge game, man.
Yeah.
We're going to get Halliburton to set you up so that way he can get another 20 assists. But no, man, tomorrow's going to be interesting, especially coming off a rough game like this. Pacers like to run and gun, man. The Knicks got to be ready to go run a track meet, as you said, because that's not their game whatsoever.
Salute to Angelo. Salute to James Baker in the chat as well. CP and Alex on the ones and twos. Who else I want to shout out? David Greeter says, CP Alex, would you guys do RJ plus Grimes and a couple picks TBD for Jeremy Grant?
Yeah, I'd do it.
A couple picks?
I guess, was that 2 picks? Is he talking first round, second rounders?
For Jeremy Grant? I mean, can we do that for an all-star?
I mean, Jeremy Grant playing the 3 wouldn't be too bad.
We giving him 4 players for Jeremy Grant?
Is it what if it's 2 second? He's at is it a couple of first rounds or what are we talking about?
I mean, of course.
Is it the protected ones like the Washington and Detroit one that are probably not going to
the
most
useless ones that we have.
Like if it's those picks, why
Forget
not?
them protected picks, man. Nobody want them.
You telling me you wouldn't give up that to go get Jeremy Grant?
Yeah, but nobody wants those protected picks, man.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if they took that, I would be fine with it. If you're asking for, hey, we want some of those unprotected New York Knicks picks, I'll walk away.
I'm not giving up 4 players for Jeremy Grant. You guys are on drugs, man. Andrew H. Alex is getting desperate. I can't blame him. The ship is sinking fast.
We're not using Grimes. What's RJ doing?
That would be a terrible trade, man. No way. Oh, man. Jeremy Grant.
Can I get some consistency, man?
Oh, my God. YouTube clips in the chat. Let my call come through. I'm calling. It's busy. Let me speak. It's call on the Discord, man. There's nothing blocking you. What is this guy calling from? Collect? Is he calling collect? Call on the Discord, man. We here. No excuses. We got Dave back. Dave is back for another call. I think he's gunning for the call of the night, man. We'll let Dave back in. Dave, are you back? Dave G on the Discord.
What up, guys?
What's good, man? What's good, man? Round 2 for Dave. How you feeling, bro?
I was hearing my boy Jay from Jersey talk, and he's right. Like it's gonna come from outside, or it's gonna be quickly stepping into the starting lineup. It's gonna be one of the two, and I don't see it being quickly stepping in the starting lineup because I think the move that the front office is gonna try and make is Donovan Mitchell in the offseason. But if I had my pick of somebody that's realistic to get, I think it'd be Brandon Ingram because, like you guys talked about last time, they like Trey Murphy III, and I think they'd rather move away from Brandon Ingram. And I think he could move into that role. I don't know, I don't know if you could sell New Orleans on, hey, maybe if RJ and Zion get together, you can keep Zion in the building and they fit and whatnot. I don't know.
But maybe.
I don't know. But he's right. It's got to come from outside. And I mean, I don't Randall looks different now. Randall looks different. Like, I don't know if he's super motivated. I don't know if it's playing with Jalen Brunson, but he looks like he could be the second best player on a title team. And I think Jalen Brunson can be the number 1 scorer. He's proven it. He can get bucket. But we need to put the fit around him. And RJ just isn't it. Grimes isn't playing that way. He's not Grimes' role is weird this year compared to last year. Last year he had the role. It's not there this year. Quickly needs to be in the starting lineup, and we need to find the 3-and-D small forward that can just absolutely excel in that role. And that's the guy we need to find if we're not getting a star player. Because if we're getting a star player, Quickly's probably in that package. But you got to find that 3-and-D guy, like a Cameron Johnson or something, somebody in that role is just straight 3-and-D, long, can switch everything. That way you can put Quickly at the 2 and not have to worry about it so much defensively. Even though he's a good defender, he stays in front of people. Tibbs is talking about all this length and stuff, but guess what? RJ's just watching people blow right by him with the basket. How many times are you going to give Paolo Banchero the baseline where he just blows right by you? That doesn't help us. So, I don't know. It's going to come from outside. I don't know if, I think it's going to be this offseason. We're going to have to struggle through the rest of the season without Mitch and watch some frustrating games. I don't think the trade's going to happen at the trade deadline. Something's going to happen in the offseason.
It's offseason.
It's going to be Spider more than likely. We're just going to have to see what we're going to give up for him. But we'll see what happens. Let's go to Indianapolis. Let's spank those. I'm not no Obi Toppin revenge game. I heard you got no Obi Toppin revenge game. Julius Randle's going to shut that down. Oh no. Let's go.
All right,
let's go, Knicks.
All right, Dave. It's Dave on the Discord. Call back twice, man. Call back anytime, man. I rock with Dave, man. I don't think Ingram's more realistic. I'm not even sure they trade Ingram over Zion right now. I'm not even sure, bro.
I feel like they keep BI over Zion.
Bro, BI been killing. BI been getting buckets in crunch time. He's not the problem.
Get me Trey Murphy though.
Yeah,
That's the
I'd
dude
like
I
that.
want.
I'd
All
like
right?
that.
Go get me Trey Murphy. Out of everyone, look, go get me a wing that's switchable, that can shoot something, man. Something. But Dave's right, man. Like RJ is inconsistent. Grimes' role has just been non-existent. And this is also the doing of the front office yet again, man. Like you cluttered the backcourt. And so this is the product of that. You're like, what do you expect? What do you expect for your third year player to do when he can't get consistent minutes and he's given the same comments that you hear from Obi Toppin, Cam Reddish, anybody else? It's like, I have to look over my shoulder and make sure that I'm playing perfect and can't get comfortable out there.
Cam Johnson.
Does he have his own issues? Does he have his own issues? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
He has to be more aggressive when he gets the opportunity. But like these guys are not given the chance to get into rhythm either. So what do you expect?
Shout out to Jackson is the GOAT. Jackson, how you feeling in the chat? Luther Jackson. Sterling Smith, Cam Johnson would be perfect. Yeah, if he didn't play for Brooklyn. So would Mikal Bridges. Yeah, hey, we're just going to have to wait and see, man. We're just going to have to wait and see. But, yeah, definitely a lot of holes in the boat. Where is everybody getting I had about 5 different people hit us on the KFTV Facebook. We are on Facebook, so to our people on Facebook, make sure you guys like and follow us on Facebook as well, and Instagram and Twitter, all social media. Wherever you guys are at, we are there as well. Mad people on the Facebook, when I posted this article in regards to the Clutch Sports and Knicks beef and CAA beef, and people are talking in that Leon and and Rich Paul had a truce meeting. Where's people getting that from, man? I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah. Man, people are like, I heard Leon and Rich Paul had a meeting to come to terms. Where is this fake news coming from? Just
you
let
would
me
know
know
before everybody else because you are the leader of CAA TV.
Well, yeah, I would let you know, but I'm hearing, there's a lot of fake news going around there, man. There's a lot of, fake Knicks pages and crazy stuff going on, man. Yeah.
Where?
Where are you getting that from?
I just did a quick Google. I'm like, I don't even see
Bro,
where.
I woke up this morning and there was 5 comments like, yeah, I heard they met. Like, yo, I was like, yo, what are you talking about, man?
This is why you gotta be careful on Facebook, man.
Oh man, it is the internet is the wild wild west, man. It's the wild wild west.
Is like on another level though.
Yeah,
in my opinion, especially when it comes to all the Knicks talk, it's like you'll see some of the crazy stuff in these Knicks groups, and I'm like, what are we talking about here?
Yeah,
I forget which one it was. I forget it was like, I think it was. Man, there was one about Amari, and it was just like so crazy. Where I forget what I think someone was arguing that Amari was a better pickup than Melo. I was like, what are we doing here, man?
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, I mean, just a word to the wise. Just be careful about the information that you are taking in. That's it. Be careful about the information that you are taking in, man. And make sure that when you guys are taking in your Knicks content, it's from Knicks Fan TV, #1 show for the fans, by the fans. And make sure our logo is there properly. And our hosts, you guys know our guys, CP, Alex. Oh, I heard JD's coming back soon. That's the rumor. That is a rumor going around. There's a rumor going around that JD is on his way back. That's what I'm hearing. That's real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's real.
That's real.
Yeah.
You have the source.
Yeah, we got the source. So, people make sure you guys are looking for the seal, the KFTV seal. Because there's a lot of imposters out there. You got people, trying to emulate our thumbnails. You got people trying to emulate our names. There's a lot. There's a lot. My own name, I seen that going around. Like, yo, it's crazy out there, man. People are trying to latch onto the wave any way they can. So just make sure that you come to the right place for the information. Back to you, Al.
How are they emulating your name, man?
Oh, I don't even want to promote him, but I stumbled across this last night. Right? I'm telling you, man. I'm seeing a lot of these things, man. The algorithm is showing me a lot of things, man.
I
I'm
know,
just
I
like,
know
bro,
about the
the
thumbnail.
people got
The
some
thumbnail one
audacity.
was crazy.
Oh, the thumbnail one was crazy, bro. That was crazy.
Like legit font for like font
Everything.
players. Like it was like down to the T. Like you're like, oh, this works well for them.
Yeah.
Let's go try that for us.
Yeah. That was crazy, man. That was definitely crazy. But anyway, yeah.
Just watch out for the Knicks TV fan or something. I don't know what that is. Can you imagine?
Yeah, there's those two. There are those two, man. So just watch out for that. Kenneth Antigua, another $5 super chat, says, we also need to hunt the other team's weakest link. Cole was there for the taking. RJ ate him up on one drive. Pause. Yeah, he did. Kenneth Antigua, is this his fifth super chat? His fifth super chat. Salute to Kenneth. Salute to Kenneth, man. Trini DB says, I just want to know, who are the Knicks scouts? Knicks are absolutely trash at draft picks. How the hell does Pat the Rat find a stud in Triple J? But I think he means Jaime Jaquez Jr. Yeah, he's a good play, man. He's a good play. I can't get to scouting, man. We just had a kid finish second at Six Man in the Year voting, I can't see that. Greg Gardner, $10 super chat, says, this shows you how important Mitch is to the team. What upsets me the most is that Mitch goes down and we sign Todd Gibson when we are already low on big men. Sign a more quality player. Yeah, I mean, clearly they went with Taj because of his familiarity with the team, with the system, a leader. They need something more serious. We got to get more serious.
We need Jericho to get back from his injury, man.
That too. Yeah. But overall, they're just thin, man. They're thin. They are
what
thin.
used to be, we had plethora of centers, and now we're down to one.
Yeah.
Crazy how that turns around.
They are thin, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. BK Goblin said he was at the chat. Salute to our franchise channel members. Frame Bloss Music, salute. Andrew H. A lot of franchise channel members in here. Ryan Manimal, Chuck D, DNK81, John Campbell, Lopez 104. And for our channel members, remember that this month's franchise channel member giveaway is coming up. So you guys got to make sure that you tune in tomorrow night, Knicks versus Pacers postgame live, because the next winner will be announced. Our franchise channel members, Al, a perk of joining the franchise channel membership for as low as $4.99 per month. That's cheaper than a cup of coffee. Cheaper than the fake food they give you at McDonald's. We're giving you real deal, Holyfield content on the Knicks. So for our members, we're going to give away a $100 gift certificate to the Mr. Throwback Store. If you guys aren't familiar with the Mr. Throwback Store, you can go there and get some authentic, vintage Knicks gear, jerseys, hats, jackets, T-shirts, all vintage, all throwbacks. That's what Mr. Throwback specializes in, man. So, yeah, that's what you get, man. $5 a month, and every month you will have a chance to win. So you get it back. You get it back. Shout out to Mr. Throwback.
Let me go make a burner account real quick.
Frame Bloss Music, KFTV channel members till we die. Matter of fact, if you're a franchise channel member, throw a custom emoji in the chat right now. Just by franchise channel members. Let the people know we in here, man. Number one show for the fans, by the fans. Okay. Let's see who else we got in the Discord. We're loading people up on the Discord right now. For some reason, Discord's not giving me full names, but T on the Discord. T, go ahead and I'll mute your mic. T, going once. T, going twice. Okay. All right, K on the Discord. Go ahead and unmute your mic. I don't know. It's not giving me full names. K, going once. I'll mute your mic. All right. Not those
I think
guys
people don't
right
even
there.
know the acronym that you're.
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, the Discord, sometimes it'll give you the full name, and then other times it'll TM, let me know what's up with that. Like, am I doing something wrong here or what? But sometimes you don't get the full name of the person that's on the left panel on the Discord.
All right, I got the names for you. I got the name for you.
Oh, you
Pulled
have
up
it?
so I can see. Yes.
Okay.
So which one you got?
Who's
King to the Kong? King to the Kong is K.
Okay, King to the Kong. Go ahead and unmute your mic. And they still not. Okay, here we go. Are they there? King to the Kong. You unmuted.
Can you guys hear me?
Loud and clear. What's your name? Where are you calling in from? We just heard him. Can you hear us, sir? All right, he's not ready. Who's the other guy?
The real Big Sean.
The real Big Sean. Let's go.
Hey, CP, you hear me?
Loud and clear. Let's go.
Hello? Hey, CP. Hey, Alex. What's going on?
Good.
This is Gus from Newburgh. How's everything?
Good.
So, the biggest issue with this team is coaching, man. You know? Can you hear me?
We're waiting for you to get your take across, my guy. We are here. This is your show. You are live and direct, 11 p.m. on the East Coast. Take it away.
My bad. Why is it we can't have nice things? You know? I just never understand that. You know, you look at teams like the Magics, and you see teams like the OKC Thunders. These teams are young, up and coming. You know, for many years they've been bad, but now they're a lot better than us. I just don't understand.
Appreciate the call, man.
Does that get a rating, CP?
We had to drop him off, man. We tried, you know. We tried. We picked him up. You know what I mean? We tried to bring him along for the ride, man. You got to work with us here, man. Bring your energy. Bring your A game. Jay from New Jersey just set a tone. He set the tone. This is what we said. He set the bar. And my guy, what's his name? The real thrill, the real deal. I mean,
yeah,
call back any time, but you gotta call back with some energy, man. He's like, hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me? We're like, yeah. Hey. Are you there? I mean, would you like us to talk over you?
And then he started off very soft.
Yeah,
very soft.
Would you like us to talk over you?
For a second, I thought I needed a hearing aid.
You gotta pick up the pace. You're looking like the Knicks out here last 2 games. We gotta play fast. Call back anytime, man.
Knicks are gonna have to play fast tomorrow, CP.
Oh, very fast. Yeah. You better bring a pacemaker and a nebulizer with an inhaler, all of that, man. Halliburton's gonna be ready to run.
Get the track shoes ready.
Yeah. Uncle Stavros, I feel like you didn't appreciate the call. Didn't I say appreciate the call? I did tell him I appreciate the call.
You did say appreciate the call.
Yeah. Yeah, H.B. Smith, then he was whispering like he's in the library or something, like he's running from the boys. Come on, man.
So let me tell you, CP, I just want you to make sure that I get my point across. Where I don't.
Are you there? Are you there?
Are you there? Why can't we be like the Thunder and the Magic?
Oh, man. Call back anytime, man. Call back anytime. Okay. Willie Cruz, $5 Super Chat says, rumor is due to our need of a wing. Tibbs is bringing back Luol Deng because he knows the system. Oh, God. That would be crazy. What's Luol Deng doing these days?
Icing those knees after playing for Tom Thibodeau.
That's for sure. Dwayne. It's just my guy Dwayne from Sweden. Dwayne AE. On the Discord. Go ahead and unmute your mic. Dwayne AE on the Discord.
Yo, CP, can you hear me?
Yeah, how you doing, man? Long time, bro.
Yeah, long time, brother. How you doing? How you doing, Alex?
How you doing?
You still in Sweden? What are you doing?
I'm actually in New York right now. I'm about to go to the Bulls game with my son on on Wednesday.
Oh, beautiful thing, man. Beautiful thing. Glad to hear it.
So, yeah, first of all, yeah, good to talk to you guys again.
Mhm.
And right now, the Knicks are in 7th place. They are definitely going to trade somebody. So we have major problems with the Knicks. And I'm sitting with my girlfriend, actually, and she's saying it's actually RJ Barrett.
Mm.
And obviously we know it's RJ Barrett, like he's playing like crap, but she's saying he's playing really, really, really selfishly. Like he's only
Yeah.
out for himself. And that's his problem. And I'm thinking about it, I'm like, you know what? That's actually kind of right. Like he's just literally not trying to find nobody. He's trying to take all the shots, taking the threes. You know you have not hit a three all game.
Yeah.
Don't take the shot.
Yeah.
Find somebody. Can he pass the ball?
And the thing is, bro, is that with RJ, he looked a lot better in that regard early in the season, didn't he? Like he was passing a lot better. He was playmaking a lot better. He was more patient on his drives, not trying to force everything. He looked a lot better.
She said he's competing with Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle for whatever star of the team. And it makes perfect sense, bro.
EC in the chat said he's forcing rhythm. I agree.
It's crazy. This dude is throwing us under the bus.
Yeah.
And I was at the OmniFans game.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to the courtside thing.
Okay.
I look at this guy. He's a strong guy. Looks like a good basketball player, man. And we see him on the court. He got skills, but right now he's throwing us under the bus with this selfish play, and he's actually going to get traded. That's the sad part about it. We're in 7th place. He's going to get traded. I hope to see you before I leave if I can. I'm leaving on the 5th, going back to Portugal. But if not, good to talk to you guys.
Good to hear from you, man.
And what's up?
Yes, sir. Good to hear from you.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, same, brother. Take care, guys.
My guy, Dwayne, man, checking in. Good guy. Came and rocked with us during our fan events. Long time fan of the show. Long time friend of the show, man. Shout out to Dwayne. But,
spitting.
Yeah, absolutely. You take a look at RJ's splits by the month. October, he was at 21, 3, and 2 point. He's been at 2.5, 2.4 assists every month. But he's at 21 and 3 in October, 17.9 and 3.9 in November, and 17.5 and 4.8 in December. But he shot 40% from 3 in November, 43% in October, and he's down to 25 right now. His true shooting percentage has dipped from 57% in October to 51 now. Field goal percentage dipped from 45% in October to 41 now. So, yeah. See what happens tomorrow.
It's even like tonight, man. He was just taking a lot.
I told you, man.
You're not a believer, CP.
It's just all.
Are you going to continue to rock?
Are
Are you going to continue to hoop in your RJ Pumas?
Yeah. Shout out to my Puma family. That is family. They make sure that we're taken care of, and they take care of our viewers as well. When our viewers come to our watch parties, we make sure that we lace them up with Puma stuff. But yeah, it's a struggle, man. It's still a struggle for him.
The thing is, man, is that he's just taking a lot of threes, and it's like that's not even his game right now. And it just feels like even when he's open, I'm like, I just don't trust you to shoot the three. And I feel like even though they're not bad looks, like he's wide open, it just feels like they're momentum killers because he was like even aiming today, like trying to line up his shot. And it's like, oh, you're just not in rhythm today. You're just not feeling it from the perimeter. Why don't we move the ball along, figure out, or just try to go get to a spot that works for you? Like get downhill, or just trying to figure out how do you open up your game because you allow other guys to do that for you. Like just share the rock. He's just so out of rhythm, man. It's hurting the team.
Yeah. RJ, we need you to step it up, man. You got to step it up. We got to call Drew Hanlon up. Who's got Drew Hanlon's number? I actually got Drew Hanlon's number. Yeah, I'm about to hit Drew up. Like, yo, Drew, what's going on? Are you coming to New York anytime soon?
Is that who you hit up before you took? You actually knocked down that free throw the other day? Is that who you hit up?
No. I just switched up my approach. You know what I'm saying?
When you hit up Xenon? Who'd you hit up, CP?
I just, sometimes when the scotch has you hooked, sometimes you just got to open your eyes a little bit wider. because when you get down to the court, man, the lights are so bright, it's shining off the backboard. The security's on your back. It's a lot of moving parts, man.
Is that you or the scotch talking?
No, that's legit. That's legit experience. I'm telling you my experience. I've done this like 10 times now.
Oh, we know. We got this. We got the statistics.
Yeah. Tough night at the office, man. And TM has added a link to becoming a franchise channel member right there. So you just click on the link pinned to the top of the chat and go ahead and join for your chance to win. And we've been kind of talking to a couple of different partners. A lot of people are interested in doing these giveaways with us. So we're going to keep these things rolling. And as I said, it may be more than one giveaway per month because we got a lot of stuff, man. We got a lot of merch. I still got a lot of merch. I got a lot of autograph stuff I still got to give away to the fans. Stuff I don't want, man. I want to give it away to people that really appreciate it, people that tap in, people that sacrifice their time to be with us and watch with us. So, yeah. But, yeah, RJ's got to bounce back, man. Got to get him back in the groove. Okay. Loading up on the Discord. Ringo357. Ringo357. Are you there? Ringo going once. Oof. We don't got Ringo, man.
Is it Ringo Starr of the Beatles?
It says Ringo. He dipped. Got cold feet. I don't know what happened, man. Ringo. Next time, stay a while, man. We're friendly here. Where's my guy Robert Randolph, man? We haven't heard from our guy tonight. This guy Julius went off tonight. What happened?
He was tweeting about RJ tonight, though.
Was he?
Yeah.
Let's pull him up. Let's see what's going on here, man. Where's that guy? We throwing a bat signal out for this guy. Let's see. It is Friday night. Let's see if he's going to show up tonight. But let's check his tweets out. See what's going on. So to everybody in the chat once again, hit that thumbs up button for you. Boys, show's going off the rails a little bit, man. Knicks lost a bum night. They'll bounce back tomorrow. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the tweets here. See what's going on. Let's see. Okay. All right. Which one? I'm looking for the RJ slander.
He was like, it was a while back.
Oh,
It is like,
well, here's one. Here's one. Here he is 18 minutes ago. That's why he's not here. He's been too busy tweeting trade rumors. Knicks wanted Andre Drummond. Tibbs said no. So there it is. He's been so busy working the phones and checking in on the sources.
How about this one?
Mm-hmm.
Tibbs' refusal to play centers that can score has always been his downfall. Tibbs' refusal to start his best 5 players will always be his downfall.
Okay. All right. That's not bad.
And the one before that is the one about RJ. RJ was like really stinking it up at this point.
Okay.
The game. And he tweeted out, I'm at sound check. How's RJ playing? What's going on? Why are we losing?
There we go. He's always scapegoating RJ for this guy Julius, man. I'm at sound check. How's RJ Barrett play? There, yeah, we got it. Why is he asking about my guy RJ, man? He knows what's going on.
That's Sergeant Sources for you, man.
That's Sergeant Sources, man. Well, that's why he's not here. He's at sound check.
You would think that he would call in on the days that Julius Randle performs like this.
Yeah. We're still waiting for him.
Nowhere to be found.
We're still waiting for him. I was supposed to remix this song. I told him I was ready to remix the Friday Night Knicks song. It needs a tune-up. It needs a touch-up.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he still hasn't gotten back to me on the plans.
Are you trying to make it more modern and add like a lot of pop funk to it? Like a lot of electro
Yeah,
beats?
I don't know. You know, I feel like we could just do something a little bit different. I just feel like we could just take it in another direction. Keep it open. I think what we should do, and I think what we really should do, is take submissions from the fans. It is Friday Night Knicks after all. And then after Friday Night Knicks, what do? You come to the number one show for the fans by the fans. So it's only right that the fans have a say in it. Give back to the people. Fan submissions.
Do you auto-tune Robert Randolph in his Friday Night Knicks song?
Oh, man. Fan submissions, man. I think so.
Or do you ask Robert Randolph and JD in the straight shots?
I don't want Dolan crooning on a Knicks song. Hell no. Dude, we just started getting back to our winning ways. Hell no. Keep Dolan away from that.
Perform it. You have this song performed at the Sphere.
Yeah, have it performed at the Sphere. Keep Dolan off of that, man. No way. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Tough night at the office. Haas on the Discord. Haas, go ahead and mute your mic when you get this. Haas.
You're
good,
yo.
Long time, man. How you feeling?
Yo, man. My first call this season, and of course it had to be a loss.
Yeah.
I watched that game, and like y'all, everybody's been saying on here, and you guys been saying it. But also, well, first, my bad. I jumped straight into this, but shout out to y'all, Alex and CP. I'm usually replay gang now.
Okay.
And I watch y'all on the treadmill, and y'all be getting me hyped on the treadmill now. So
there you go, man. Get your workout on.
That's a fact. But yeah, RJ definitely has. I don't know what was in the Excedrin that took away his migraine, but he lost all his shooting abilities after.
Yeah.
For I don't know what happened. Right. I mean, as the last caller said, well, the one that actually answered, like we're in 7th place. If a trade is gonna happen, then it should happen sooner than later. But if it's gonna happen, I don't see us getting anybody that's gonna make a huge enough difference.
Yeah, it's not gonna make a difference.
Yeah. So it's just like we just gotta wait it out to see how the season goes, and then hopefully get somebody in the off season. But I mean, unless somebody gets RJ a different type of Excedrin to get him back to shooting and stop hogging the ball, then he's not. I don't know what like everybody's saying in the Discord, he ain't it, and I obviously agree with that too.
Yeah, well, it's just the inconsistency of RJ, man. You know, maybe January comes back and shoots at a crazy clip. I certainly wouldn't put that past him.
No, yeah, I mean, it could be that he's just really trying to shoot himself back into the games, but at the detriment of the games, it's really just not it, right? Yeah. And also what I've noticed, like, because with these two games, like, it's always one player is gonna always stand out. Like, you'll have Jalen go crazy, or you'll have Randall go crazy, and then it's hard to see where RJ fits because one of these two are basically our star players are pushing the pace and pushing it forward, and then RJ is just sitting in the corner and he's getting cold while, you know, trying to figure his way back into the system, and it's also all frustrating to see. But once you see it clicking, it is a good sight because they're moving and grooving, and that's all good. But it does, like, this is the reason why we have such basically a 500 team right now. Because it's too inconsistent.
Part of it. And the other part is they can't guard anybody. They can't stop anybody. And they can't do that on a consistent basis, and they never will with this big three.
No, yeah. That three, it's basically a 3-point shootout. Because a three-point shootout game, because they just leave the three wide open every single game, and as soon as they let anybody hit them, the entire team just starts hitting them.
Yeah. All right, man.
So I feel you. Yeah, man. Thanks for letting me up.
Good to hear from you, man. Hang in there. Haas on the Discord. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. CP and Alex on the ones and twos. A frustrating night for the Knicks as they lose 117 and 108 on the road. I want to take a quick break to salute our sponsors, man. Manscaped, one of them, go to manscaped.com. Use our code KFTV for a 20% off plus free shipping deal. It's a great deal. It's a deal that we've been offering to our viewers for the last 3 years since we've been with Manscaped, man. They've been a great partner for us, have great gifts and great products for today's man, and not just below the waist. You know, once upon a time, Manscaped just specialized in the lawnmower. You know, the ball bag trimmer to get you right, to set you back on track for the new year, new me. But now you have your beard trimmer, you have a whole bunch of body wash, conditioner, shampoo, conditioner, deodorants. You got ball deodorant, you got foot deodorant. I mean, they have you literally covered from head to toe. And so there's no reason to not have one of these products on your shelf. They are high quality products, and it's just necessary for today's man, fellas. So don't be out there lacking. You have products that are out there for your fit and for your feel. And so just go out there and cop, man. Go to manscaped.com. Use promo code KFTV for 20% off plus free shipping. Just remember, as usual, no testimonials. All right, guys, no testimonials. Additionally, check out our sponsor of the night, BetUS Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of KnicksFanTV, man. At BetUS, you can count on fast, reliable customer service and fast and easy payouts. So go to BetUS Sportsbook for your money lines, for your betting lines, for your parlays, your overs and unders, your NBA futures. Hey, some of you guys still believe in Emmanuel Quickly. Maybe you believe in his six-man of the year odds. Go to BetUS Sportsbook and check it out. Hit the link in our description and you will receive a 125% bonus deposit match. That's one of the highest in the industry right now. So go to BetUS Sportsbook and tap in on today's games. Okay. All right, what else we got here, man? I mean, just tap in on the stats real quick of the night. I don't think we got to that as yet, Al.
You want to go to look at the stats? Good God.
Let's take a look at the stats. We got to tell a full picture here. So, obviously, it was a brutal half for the Knicks. I mean, they scored 15 points in the second quarter, their worst quarter of the year so far. They did finish shooting at 44% from the field. Magic pretty much shot the same. Both teams pretty much shot the same from three. 20% from the Knicks, 21% for the Magic. It was dreadful. Magic did edge the Knicks in the free throw totals in terms of attempts. 40-29. We heard from Tom Thibodeau earlier. He was incensed about it, especially the lack of calls for Jalen Brunson. Knicks did shoot 89% from the free throw line, missing just 3 free throws. They did lose the rebounding battle out 49-40. Assists, Magic 24, Knicks 22. 16 turnovers for the Knicks, which led to 12 Magic points. And they did lose the fast break battle. 58 points in the paint, but 30 more fouls for the Knicks to just 20 for the Magic. Largest lead of the night, Magic 20, Knicks 3.
I think the big number that stands out to me, CP, is the assist numbers, and that I know this team is usually, especially since it's been under Tom Thibodeau, a poor team that moves the rock around. But as we saw throughout parts throughout the season, especially around the in-season tournament, around that time frame, this team was really moving the rock well, and it just seems like we're now going back to that heavy isolation basketball. And I'll give you some numbers right here. Prior to the Knicks, prior to this stretch for Mitchell Robinson, they were averaging over about 270 passes per game. Passes made. They're at 250 right now, man, which is a drastic drop for where they were at parts throughout the regular season. You know, they are second. They're second to last. They're 252.6 passes made per game at this point over the last 10 without Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah.
That's drastic. And to me, to see them that low, it just tells me not everyone's getting involved and we're relying too heavily on select players, where that's not really how this team's going to thrive. They got to figure out how to share the rock and get everybody involved, man, because as we saw, when they can move the rock like they did,
different team,
whether it be against the Hornets, where we see against like the Wizards, even when you look at when we defeated the Bucks, man, like it's just a completely different team, and they can't keep going back to this heavy isolation game. I know that Brunson and Randall are awesome right now when it comes to scoring, and Brunson, even though he had a rough night tonight, like you can usually rely on him, but you got to keep everybody involved and keep that defense on their heels so that way they don't know what's coming next.
True indeed. And, the thing is that they're going to need that, especially tomorrow against the Pacers, because even though the Pacers aren't a good defending team, they're one of the worst in the league. One of the ways they can counter that is by playing off of your mistakes and your bad shots and turning long rebounds into an Obi Toppin, East Bay off the glass, or Halliburton just running and gunning. Like, you can't give them extra opportunities is what I'm trying to say. And so for the Knicks, yes, it's going to be an offensive game, but you can't be careless. You can't be reckless. Last 2 games, your turnovers have been too high. They've been very uncharacteristic. They've got to lock in on that, and they need good shots. They need good shots in this game. Yes, you're going to have to play fast at some points, but you're going to have to take good shots as well, because the Pacers can take that. And as the number 2 team in fast break points, number 1 in points in the paint, they can feast off of that.
Yeah, and look, just so you understand, just so people get to understand where this Knicks team was, they were 16th prior to the Mitchell Robinson injury with 280.8 passes made. To be down at 252, look, this team's got to figure it out, man. And it's kind of like, I get it. It's like middle of the season, you lose Mitchell Robinson, you don't know if he's going to be back at all during the season. Even if you make it to the postseason, you're not even sure if he's coming back, and you have to adjust on the fly with Isaiah Hartenstein, who's not more mobile, but more offensively capable than Mitchell Robinson. And so you're trying to incorporate him into this offense. I know you're trying to do this all on the fly while during the toughest stretch of basketball for this team, because they've been on the road essentially for this entire month. I get that it's difficult, but I feel like even though you're incorporating a new component, which is Isaiah Hartenstein, you now put Dante DiVincenzo into that starting rotation, there should still be some like fluidity with the team, because Hartenstein was been here last year. Dante's played with Brunson before.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It just should be more than what we're seeing right now.
Shout out to Isaiah Jackson, $5 super chat says, do you think Knicks fans want to trade RJ more than Randall officially now? Well, look, I mean, Julius is giving you a lot to appreciate. He's playing very well. Except the Julius at the 5 thing. That's a disaster. Let's not stick with that. Every time you see Julius at the 5.
Not even for a little bit, man? Not even for a little portion of the game?
Not even for a little bit. As soon as he got in, they were going right at him. And then they tested his rim protection. He was nowhere to be found. Guys sneaking in backdoor every single time. Pause. That's not going to work. Every time you see him in there at the 5, you realize why Tibbs never went with him and Obi in the front court. They would have been obliterated. Julius at the 5 is not it. Not it. That is not. Look, I get it. We try to go small.
Not even for spurts, CP.
Bro,
you're telling me not even for spurts.
They're going to get killed. They're going to get killed, especially by a team, because if you're going to have a team out there that's going to space the floor and he's still going to have to guard the 5 out there in the 3, look what they did. They had Paolo isolated on RJ, taking him to the bucket. Every single time when they had Julius at the 5, they went right to the rack. That's their A game. That was never
not even to track meet against the Pacers tomorrow. Would you want to run out a small ball lineup to try to keep up with that offense?
Bro, you're not going to stop them. You need stops at some point, right? You're not going to stop them, though. That's a disaster. As soon as they put him in at the 5, they went right at him. No problem. Right at him.
Wow. CP said, we used to wonder, would we ever get Obi and Randall minutes? Now CP's like, absolutely not.
Bro, you can see why. That would have been the worst defensive front court in the history of the league. I ain't blaming Tibbs on that. That's just bad management for having the 2 of them on the roster. And not
but we
can't
moves. Stop nobody as it is, CP, so why not try to get some more offense out there?
I mean, I understand it, but there's opportunity cost to that,
So you're even saying, like, not even to, like, keep, like, say if, like, let's say the Pacers tomorrow take Turner off the floor, and you have Naismith out there, right? You got Naismith, even Jalen Smith, who I like has gotten better. Not necessarily the greatest player out there, but you're telling me even that you wouldn't want to go with, say, Brunson, quickly, Randall at the 5, and go with the lineup they saw tonight, which is Josh Hart and RJ Barrett, or even swap RJ or even Hart for Grimes. You wouldn't want to see any of that just to get more spacing out there.
Depends on again, defensively depends on the matchup. But when you're facing teams like the Magic and the Pacers, teams that feast in the paint, you're going to get eaten alive.
Even for a Pacers team that sucks defensively? You don't have Mitch, man. I'm just trying to figure out, like, in a situation like tonight, you don't even have iHeart out there.
Yeah.
What else are you going to?
Yeah, but one of the things that you saw was that another thing was that there was one possession where they pulled Julius out to the perimeter, shot goes up, and I think it was like Mo Wagner gets a rebound over four Knicks guards. You're gonna leave yourself exposed because they don't have the height, they don't have the wingspan, they don't have the versatility.
What if it was a team like the Kings where you have some bonus at the 5? You're more open to doing that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's still not ideal, man. You could see why Tibbs doesn't go there. You could see it as soon as he made the move. I was like, oh man, now I see Tibbs why he don't make that move.
Well, I mean, against a Magic team that's, got the wingspan, got the height, that's pretty tough.
Right.
But I feel like this is always the time when Tom Thibodeau's like, you know what? I'm gonna go small ball now. Always against the wrong team. It's like, oh wait, we gotta go small ball against the Philadelphia 76ers? Let's do that right now. It's like, what is happening?
Against the wrong team. Shout out to Tom Herrera. $5 super chat. There's too much dribbling and burning of the shot clock. There's a lot of possessions where it's a one-man show. Nobody gets involved. No flow. Yeah, I agree. I mean, bro, like even if you look at it like in the fourth quarter and you go back to those final possessions, and yeah, whether or not you want to say, Magic got all the calls, they still drew the contact. They still put themselves in position to draw the contact. I mean, look at these Magic possessions after the whole Bataze Brunson thing. So to everybody in the chat once again, I'm pulling up the stats. After the whole Bataze Brunson thing in the 3-minute mark, next Magic possession, RJ Barrett shooting foul. Julius Randle loose ball foul. Magic at the line. That was a stupid foul by Julius. Jalen, who else you have? RJ Barrett shooting foul. They had him isolated on Paolo. Paolo was going right to the rack on him. I mean, most of these Magic possessions were free throws here. Loose ball foul on Julius. Free throws for Magic. Josh Hart, personal take foul. Free throws for Magic. I mean, most of their points in the final 3 minutes came at the free throw line, if not all of them.
And that's kind of what you want for the Knicks too, right? To slow the game down, but not in their favor.
Not in their favor, man. Not in their favor, man. But tomorrow's another night out. I was banking on the comeback. I was banking on the bounce back game tonight.
Let me tell you something. Oh, so you're actually buying the Knicks comeback?
What? No. That was completely fake. I wasn't buying it. From the second quarter,
I'm about to say this was typical Knicks fake comeback. I don't know what you're.
No, this was fake comeback all over. I mean, like even when they were down by like 12 points, they couldn't. It just felt like 12 felt like 30. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So,
I really wanted this win tonight, CP, because I'm not sure how ready the Knicks are for tomorrow night, especially on the second game. If it was flipped the other way, I'd be a little bit more confident that the Knicks could bounce back after a tough Pacers matchup for a team that likes to get up as many shots as possible. Not saying the Knicks are going to lose, but second game of a back-to-back, you've been traveling the entire month. And now you go face Indy at their home court. Yikes.
Yeah. Halliburton is going to be out for blood. He wants Obi to get shine. Yeah. It's going to be a tough one, man. Gonna be a tough one. But either way, fans, we'll be back tomorrow night, man, for a bounce back, man. This is what we do. Number one show for the fans, by the fans. Win, lose, or draw, we are here to break it all down, to react to it, to take your calls on it, and have a good time with it, man. Make sure you guys call us up. Make sure you guys join the Discord. Definitely make sure you guys do that. Shout out to Donald Smith. Al, $5 Super Chat says, I'm going to the game tomorrow in Indiana. Is it safe to wear Knicks gear out there? Yeah. Absolutely, man. Yeah, rock your stuff with pride, man. If you get into a little skirmish, call us up, man. We got some super chats. We'll try to bail you out, man. Don't worry.
Always rep your Knicks gear. Don't be afraid not to.
Yeah. Basic fans are soft, man. You don't got to worry about that, man.
What are they going to do?
Yeah, what do they do? Are they like the OKC fans? hey, buddy, we're really pouring it in good on you guys. We're really up by a lot, man. hey, I bet you guys regret trading that guy Obi, man. He's a good one.
Oh boy, here we go. Hey, I can imagine after the game. Oh, we really gave you guys a licking. Hey, you want to go to the bar and grab a drink?
A licking. Yeah. Oh man! Hey, you know there's somebody in there that's they're gonna want to bring up the whole Reggie Miller Spike Lee thing, right?
Oh my God!
That's gonna be the guy behind Donald. He's gonna be like, "Hey, you remember when Reggie did that to Spike?"
Oh, good God!
A licking. That was a good one, man. That was a good one, man.
Jeez.
No, somebody, you know, I'm laughing at that, and I'm laughing at Donald's comment because when we were ragging on the OKC fans about that, an OKC fan left us a comment on that post-game show Wednesday night.
Oh, really?
Cracking up. Yeah, he loved it. So I think he thought we were spot on with the take. We were spot on with our impressions. So that's another channel. We'll do a impersonating out-of-town fans. We'll do that one. You know what I'm saying?
Gosh darn it, guys. You almost had us in that one.
I'll lick it. Oh, man. Yeah, that's what we do, man. Remember that
while the Knicks are out there, maybe they should hit Mike Woodson and go get a drink.
Hit up Woodson. Yeah. Go get a pep talk from Woodson. Let's let Woodson into the locker room, man. Make sure he's got his credentials, you know?
Yeah. Treat him right, please.
Treat him right. Yeah.
Okay? Please.
Frame Lost Music. We sure he gave you guys a knuckle sandwich tonight.
Oh, no. A knuckle sandwich, he said.
Muhammad Mustafa, well, shucks. Oh, man.
I like what TM said. I reckon you could.
Boy, oh boy, I hope we don't get smoked tomorrow. No, that's not me impersonating. That's me in real life because this won't age well. This won't age well in the next 24 hours. Maybe better represent.
We got to have some fun somehow.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, my eyes are tearing up. Good stuff, man. Meet up for a pop. Oh, those Midwesterners love to say pop, boy. They're worse than the Canadians with that.
Oh, good God.
Yeah, they love to say pop, man. Yeah. Good laugh, man. Let's get it all out. Anyway, man, make sure you guys tap in tomorrow night. We'll be back tomorrow night for some more fun. Remember that we'll do the franchise channel member giveaway. And also remember that these shows are available in audio podcast format. No reason to miss it. If you missed the live show, shout out to the replay gang. Tomorrow, I'll be at SNY tomorrow. We're going to shoot an end of the year wrap up, me, Macri, and Dexter. So be sure to look out for that. I'm sure that'll come out probably New Year's Eve on Sunday. So we'll have that up on the channel for you guys to tap in on New Year's Eve. And yeah, man, we're getting close to the wrap-up of 2023. And also, speaking of the wrap-up of 2023, me and Al had a great show on the NBA Report today. Mm-hmm. Our top 5 stories of 2023 around the NBA, man. Make sure you guys tap into that. Hit the link. TM just dropped the link to the NBA Report show. And that's that, man. Great show, Al.
Gee Willikers, guys.
Great show, Al. Great show, Chuck. Great show, all the mods. Great show, man. Great show.
Right back at you, bro.
Yeah, man. Check you tomorrow. Good stuff today, man. Double header. Yeah, man. I'll let your boy, man. Great show. We out of here. Peace.